You spoke about how it is a deep part of Islam, morality from the onset, and that has been there. And the Prophet ﷺ was praised by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for him having, good morality and the likes of it. And also Sheikh Yahya just spoke about how, if you don't begin to take the blanket from your body for subhi, then how do you intend to attain that, spiritual ease and likes of it? Tell me, when it comes to salah, a lot of people don't find that serenity, and we both know, a lot of people also know here that salah prevents you from immorality, just as the Quran states. What are we doing that we are not getting that antidote to sin with our salah?
In Surah Al-Ankabut, the Almighty Allah stated that إِنَّ الصَّلَاةَ تَنْهَى عَنِ الْفَحْشَاءِ وَالْمُنْكَرِ. Verily, offering the prayers, establishing the salah, prevents the person from indulging into illicit relations and into evil work. That if the person were to observe a salah as it should be. Observing a salah consists of two segments: the mechanical segment and the spiritual part. The mechanical segment most Muslims do, and that's why Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, don't count on that. He said, we may be lining up behind the same imam, and then when we wrap up the prayers, some people will get only 10% out of their prayers. Some people will get even less than that. Some people will get half of the prayers, which means not by mere offering the physical part of the prayers, you get the intended benefit, and it prevents you from indulging into evil. No. Rather, if you observe it as it should be. That's why Allah the Almighty did not say, oh, who you believe, pray. Did He? There is not a single verse in the Quran that instructs the believers to pray saying, Sallu or Salli. Rather, it says, Aqim as-salah. Aqim as-salah in the same verse, which means establish the prayers as it should be. And if you do establish it as it should be, where both the aql, the mind, the intellectual, the heart, and the physical part of your body, both are involved in the prayer, not only that you will enjoy it, and not only that it will bring you closer to Allah, and not only that you will obtain the maximum benefit, and not only that it will forgive the sins which were committed before the prayers, but add to that the first and the second verse of Surah Al-Mu'minun, in which Allah the Almighty says, قَدْ أَفْلَحَ الْمُؤْمِنُونَ. Successful indeed are the believers. Whom? Of course, Allah will list certain qualities. The first and the foremost, الَّذِينَ هُمْ فِي صَلَاتِهِمْ خاشعون. What does it mean, خاشعون? Al-khushu' means serenity and tranquility, and it stems from the heart, then it reflects on the body. So the prayer actually starts before the takbir, not with the takbir. The prayer starts when the person perfects his or her tahara. Didn't the Prophet ﷺ said, "Man tawadda'a fa ahsana al-wudu," whoever perfected his ablution, then he made his way to the masjid. Every footstep that he takes raises him into a higher rank, and it erases one of his sins. Then when he enters the masjid and he prays sunnah perhaps, and he sits awaiting the prayer, as long as he's sitting, كَانَ فِي صَلَاةٍ مَا كَانَ فِي انْتِظَارِ الصَّلَاةِ. Even though he is not actually making takbir or ruku' or sujood, but this time counts as salah. It is on the watch of the prayers. So when the person says Allahu Akbar, he disconnects from any worldly attraction, from any distraction. He finds the solutions in offering the prayer with the proper khushu', not try to find solution through thinking about his issues, his problems, his business in the salah. There is a little joke that they told me that it actually happened at this part of the world, and I don't need to mention where the Imam have forgotten and he prayed 3 rak'ahs in Asr instead of 4. And no one have noticed except one person who kept saying, Subhanallah, Subhanallah. And the Imam neglected him because it's only one person. After the prayer, he argued with the Imam and he said, Ya Shaykh, you only prayed 3. He said, no, I prayed 4. Ask everyone. So everyone said, the Imam is right. Do you know better than the Imam? He said, Wallahi, you only prayed 3. He said, what made you so certain? He said, I have 4 shops. Every rak'ah, I owed it 1 shop. So far, I got to owe only 3. So the only attentive person in the salah wasn't attentive because he was attentive, but because of another worldly reason. Wallahi, whenever we offer only 2 rak'ahs with the proper khushu', it is life-changing. Only 2 rak'ahs? Yes, indeed. قال صلى الله عليه وسلم, in the sound hadith, which is narrated by Ali, he said, I heard Abu Bakr, he said that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, whenever a believer commits a sin, if he were to يحسن الطهور, and الطهور is different than tahur. At-tuhur refers to the action of ablution, while at-tahur refers to the water itself. So the vowel would change the meaning. So he will perfect his or her ablution after committing any kind of sin. Then you pray 2 rak'ah, لا يحدث فيهما نفسه, يعني he will not be distracted with anything in these 2 rak'ahs. These 2 rak'ahs are known the 2 rak'ahs, the 2 units of istighfar or tawbah. When he offered these 2 rak'ahs with this proper khushu', the sin which he or she have committed will be as if have never taken place. Any kind of sin, as long as it doesn't involve human beings. The human rights, that's a different matter. And the good news is, it can be done even later. Some people say it must be right on the spot. No, you can make it even if you remember. If you hear about this hadith right now, and a year ago you were visiting the States and somebody invited you to Las Vegas and you happened to do something wrong, so you remember right now and said Allahu Akbar and you prayed 2 rak'ahs after perfecting your ablution with this intention, it will take care of the sin. You see, the salah is life-changing, isn't it? Barakallah.
MashaAllah, tabarakallah, subhanallah. That was really mind moving. May Allah bless you, Sheikh. Jazakallah khair.